Hey guys, today we're talking about learning struggles, what to do when you're stuck, unmotivated, or burnt out. I'll share some tips to help you push through and reach your goals. Let's dive in. I often meet new drivers who've had some training and want to assess their skills. I hear this a lot. I've had 15 lessons but still don't get it. Nothing's clicking. I can't apply theory to practice. I miss road signs, stall the car, can't judge distances or know if I'll fit. After 15 lessons, I'm thinking maybe this isn't for me. I want to quit. We're trying, but nothing's working. Sound familiar? Many feel this way. All right, let's figure out what's going on here and why these thoughts come up in this situation. Let's look at what happens at the very beginning when a student decides to get their driver's license. They go to a driving school and are told, the course is 2 months. Okay, and they start making plans thinking after 2 months they'll complete a certain number of hours. It's the best school in town, great instructors. That's what the ads say. And they think they'll become just like all the drivers they see on the road. But when they start at the driving school, they realize it's not at all what they expected. Usually when a newbie complains about having 15 lessons and still not getting it, it happens in the second stage of learning. It's because the student had unrealistic expectations. They thought after 15 lessons they'd be a pro, figuratively speaking. They thought they'd just sit and drive, but it doesn't work that way. He can't drive properly, still can't feel the car's size. He stalls if learning manual. Many face this issue, and after 15 lessons with no progress, they start to panic, seek quick fixes, wonder what to do, where to find strength and motivation to keep learning. Let's discuss, friends. I won't promise a magic solution, but I'll give you a wake-up call. First, driving is a profession. Yes, you can be an amateur driver. But when you're behind the wheel, you're learning a trade. And what's a profession? How long does it take to master? I always use this example. Look at college students. After graduation and thesis defense, how many years do they spend studying? 5 years, 6 years, and that they became professionals. Think about it. A person studied to become a doctor or some kind of lawyer. Yes, they have some knowledge. Some of them stand out, some are better, some are worse, but none of them became a professional. All these main professions are not associated with risk to life, but being a driver is a profession with a huge number of nuances. A person needs to control their hands, legs, have motor skills and muscle memory while driving. A mistake risks human life and health. We all understand this. So about this profession, it's still difficult. Psychologically, it's scary to make a mistake, you know? So you should think about it and draw a conclusion. The next time you tell yourself, I've already had 15 lessons and I'm not succeeding, remember that you've only been studying for 1 month. I gave you an example. People spend 5 years mastering a profession and they're not professionals yet. Replace the word already. You've only had 15 lessons, yet you expect. You've improved, not pros yet, but drivers who can handle things quickly, especially if you're new to driving. With no prior experience, start by letting go of the idea that in just 4 months, you'll become a skilled driver. You might get your license, but being a real driver and operate the car anytime, anywhere when you need it. From the above, we get the first tip. Don't rush when you're learning. Yeah, we always want everything quickly, but if you want to learn properly, you need time. So give yourself some time. Of course, don't just wait around to become an experienced driver. A person might think they can just sit at home with a cup of coffee. No, you'll need to work and be sure to give yourself time. The second point, let's go back to the 15 to 20 lessons and what a person often says. 15 lessons, 20. I've taken the necessary hours to get a license, but I can't do anything. I can't do this or that. I have no results. This is a misconception, friends. Let's dig a little deeper. Do you really have no results? What skills did you bring to driving school? Let's say you started with 0 skills. Yes, remember your first time behind the wheel. Remember your first lesson in the city. We're still driving. What do? Clutch, clutch, brake. Now compare these feelings, these emotions, and your skills with the feelings, abilities, and skills you now have after 15 to 20 lessons. Believe me, you will instantly feel the difference. You're no longer scared to move at 30 to 40 kilometers per hour in a straight line. You're already changing gears. You're starting the car on your own. The instructor talks less now. He doesn't guide your every move. You're driving mostly on your own. You're still learning to apply theory to practice. You make small mistakes here and there. You have some technical slip-ups now and then. You still mix up gears occasionally, but less than before. You know what? There are results. You say there aren't, but there are. In just 15 lessons, you've made huge progress. Have you compared yourself to other students? As a professional driving instructor since 2008 to 2009, I can tell you this. Sometimes a student who thinks they're hopeless is actually doing great. In just 10 lessons, they learn so much. They can't compare their progress, but I can. I see it every day in class. So next time you say you've had many lessons without results, remember your first time behind the wheel. Recall your feelings, fears, and lack of skills. Compare that to now. When you see your progress, praise yourself. You're doing great. Then set a new goal and give yourself a boost. Let's keep moving forward, okay? Now, a few tips on this topic. Where can we find strength and motivation when we feel like giving up? I've talked about this before, but listen, motivation is like a quick boost. You're watching this video, maybe feeling inspired. You get motivated. But here's the thing, you pump yourself up, then a few hours pass. You get distracted by home issues, work problems, a difficult boss, arguments with your spouse, whatever. You forget that motivation and you're back to square one. That's why motivation comes from doing the work. You need specific tasks, goals, and a plan. Make a plan with your instructor and just follow it. Whether you're motivated or not, forget about motivation. Just do it, and you'll see the results for yourself. Periodically compare your current skills with your previous ones. You'll notice the improvement, and that will serve as your motivation. If you let go of the misconception that you can truly become a skilled driver in just 2 or 3 weeks right from the start, you won't expect that from yourself. You won't expect to become a professional after only 15 lessons. No, it doesn't work that way. That's just a fairy tale. Some promise this, so motivation comes in time. The third tip, make a plan with your instructor or mentor and just follow it. Whether you like it or not, whether you're motivated or not, just act and you'll see results. Also, about mistakes that always happen during learning, I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. Guys, it's normal to make mistakes when learning. Everyone does, and now I made mistakes. My engine stalled when starting and I misjudged the car's size. That's totally normal. Don't beat yourself up over errors. Just work on improving. We need mistakes to learn from. You can't learn to stand without falling first, right? You can't learn to start driving without stalling sometimes. If you never stall, you won't understand how to do it properly. So mistakes help us learn. View them differently. This doesn't mean you're off the hook though. After making mistakes, you shouldn't just move on. You need to work on them. If you fail at something, analyze what went wrong. Repeating the same actions and expecting different results is foolish. You're stepping on the same rake over and over. Identify what you did wrong and learn from it. Use that negative feedback loop to your advantage. Work through the mistake and try a different approach. Then you'll get a different outcome. Remember, making mistakes is normal and part of the learning process. I'd like to share some thoughts for you to ponder. Driving school is a part of your life journey. You can't skip this chapter, so embrace it fully. Take your time as you learn this new skill. You'll meet new people, classmates, instructors, and teachers. It's a time for new connections. Remember, making mistakes and facing challenges are part of the process too. Life is like a zebra, black and white. Not everything can always be good. If everything were always good, you wouldn't make mistakes or appreciate the truly good moments. Take your time and don't rush the process. Dismiss the myth that you can become an expert in 20 lessons. Congratulate yourself on your accomplishments. Set new goals. Give yourself a motivational push and keep training. Then in a year or two, if you really work hard, both here and in practice, you'll see great results. They dedicate an hour or two daily to improve, even after getting their license. It's amazing how drivers progress in just a year or two. So friends, please support this video with a like so YouTube recommends it to more new drivers. Read the comments, leave your own, and let's keep the conversation going. Everything will work out. You'll learn too. I wish you safe driving and good luck on the road. Take care, everyone.